If you are planning for residential real estate investment, and if you are thinking of buying a property and holding it for 5 or 7 or even 10 years, and that property is going to be double or triple in 10 years time, I am here to tell you that it is not going to happen. In fact, with the current situation, if you just buy a property and hold it for 5 or 7 years, you might even lose money. So in this video, I am going to share with you that better approach, an alternative approach that you must follow in order to make money in real estate. If you want to know what it is, then stick around. So let us look into buy and hold approach. With most people, most investors, the young investors, they start planning, which is let's buy a property and hold it for 5 years or 7 years or 10 years, and magically this property is going to go double. Now if you look at the current market, or particularly the last 5 years, 7 years, probably it was true, because first of all the interest rate was quite low, and also the property price relatively was quite low. First of all, the interest rate, it played a big part. I mean, if you go to 5 years down the line, the interest rate was probably 2.5% over 3%. Today it is exactly double. So because it exactly doubled, somebody who invested for the last 5 years, 7 years or even 10 years, we did not see the interest rate increase until this COVID pandemic time. So market actually always went up. So you bought a property, you ride on the market, and it actually went up. But time has come where in a situation where buy and hold is not going to work anymore. Why? First of all, let's say your salary is $100,000 and you can afford a $500,000 property to buy. This is just an assumption. Then the next option is, in order to become the same $500,000 property to become $1 million, your salary needs to go to $200,000. That's how you would be able to afford. Everything needs to go double. But do you see that your salary is going to go double in next 5 years and 7 years? If it is not, then the property price is also not going to double, because who is going to pay for it? Who is going to buy from you? Where is that affordability? So the big question that you will be asking is that how can somebody buy my property with double price with the same kind of salary, or maybe 30% more salary? So if the income is going up 30%, then you expect only 30% of your increase of that your property, not double. But if you look back the last 5 years, 7 years or 10 years, it actually went double. And expert always going to, all the people will potentially say that, oh no, it is going to go double, even though your salary do not go up that much, but the property price will keep on going double. Loads of marketeers right now is just advocating this and asking people to buy it. And if you are following that, ask yourself this simple question: who is going to buy that property from me if you just simply doing buy and hold? So in my opinion, it is not going to work. In fact, you will lose money, because it is going to go the other direction unless the interest rate is going down drastically. Now it has some other consequences that we also need to understand. If interest rate goes down to 2% or 3%, then the overall inflation is going to go up again. So the first thing that I would like to say, I would like you to challenge yourself to think that why that property price will go double in next 5-7 years. What is your reasoning? And the reasoning, if it is would be just like it happened last 5 years, it is going to go, I would challenge you, it's probably not going to happen. The second thing that I would like to talk about buy and hold is about not doing anything with the property. You just buy it and hold it. And if you hold it for about 5 years, 7 years, what's one thing that's going to happen is the property is going to deteriorate, because the tenant is living in the house and there are things that will come, you have to fix it, there will be general wear and tear, and the building value is going to go down. Now for somebody who again just invested last 5 years, probably did not see this happening, because the overall market was going up, the interest rate went down all-time low. But now we came to a situation where, because the salary is not going in the same rate, there is a chance that the building value will go down 10%, 20% from where it is right now for the next 5 years. If that happens, there would be some maintenance, some major maintenance, and that you have to pay from your pocket. Because if you don't do this maintenance, that will have a bigger repercussion, because your tenant might leave and then you will have a vacancy as well. Of course, right now there is an all-time low in terms of vacancy, but that might not happen, that might not stay forever, because in next 3 years, 5 years, we might build more apartments. As a result, you will see that your older house, people are not interested of living, and you might have that vacancy. So you need to always think how you can do all this maintenance, what are the expenses that might come next 5 to 7 years, and that you have to pay from your pocket. And those are expenses that you have to pay. That means those money you will not be coming as a profit, that you have to deduct from your rental income. So that is why I am saying that buy and hold in today's market is not going to work. If you think that right now in Sydney an average house is $1.5 million, and if you will buy that as an investment property, and in next 10 years that will become $3 million, I would challenge you, on what basis you are saying that it is going to become $3 million? What are the things? Does it mean that the people's salary right now, an average salary, let's say the $150,000 will become $300,000? If that's what you are predicting, that means you are predicting the inflation on that level, then yes, it might happen. But if you are simply saying that no, the salary will still be hovering within $200,000, but the property price will go to $3 million, my question is that, do you see a disconnect? Do you see that affordability will become a problem and people will not be able to afford it, and price will be stagnant, or it might even go down a little bit? Okay, hopefully I am able to convince you that buy and hold in today's market is not going to work. It is going to be very, very challenging. In fact, you are playing with fire if you just simply buy and hold it without doing anything or without thinking of doing anything. In fact, if you buy a solution property, if you buy something which is brand new, and assuming that it is going to go in next 5, 7, 10 years up, then I would think that you are probably not skilled enough to invest in real estate. Whereas, what can you do today? This is the question that I always get asked, and this is what my answer is, that you must always buy a problem and sell a solution. You need to find out what is the problem property, what is the property that you can turn that problem into a solution, and then as a result that solution property will make more money. That solution property will give you better return. You see, most people look for a solution property, whereas you as an investor, you need to look for a problem property. What can you buy that has some problem? It could be a bigger block, it could be a cosmetic renovation that you can do, so that the appeal, the emotional appeal will be much higher, and you would be able to make money using those emotional appeal. Making money in real estate is easy, provided you buy a problem and sell a solution. Provided you buy a problem and turn that problem into a solution and then sell the solution. And that problem could be anything. It doesn't have to be like a big problem. Even with a smaller problem, the bigger problem you will buy, the more profit you will make. The smaller problem you will buy, the smaller profit you will make. And if you are buying a solution and then turn that into a problem with over next 5 years, 10 years, if you hold it with general wear and tear or are not able to manage effectively, then that property will eventually become a problem. You have to sell that problem to someone else who is a better investor, a skilled investor, because it is a problem. That problem cannot be bought by an emotional buyer, because they don't see the emotion, they see it's a problem, and hence you need to pay a significant amount of money. Your price would be a little less, and eventually you will see that you are frustrated, you are not able to make money in real estate. So here is the question that I want you to ask yourself. If you are buying a property and holding it, buy and hold without doing anything, and then you are planning to achieve your financial independence or planning to sell that in 5 or 7 years, and assuming that it is going to go up double, my question to you is why? Why do you think that it is going to go up? Why do you think it is going to go double? Ask yourself this question. Do some soul search, do some research, and find out why it is going to go double. And the last but not the least is finding out that buying a problem and selling a solution is the ultimate way to make money in real estate. If you always always buy a problem and sell a solution, irrespective of what market it is, whether the interest rate goes up, down, everywhere, you will make money. Yes, when the interest rate is keep on going down, you will make more money. When the interest is going up, you will make less money. But you will always make money when you buy a problem and sell a solution. Whereas most young investors, they look for a solution, they look for somebody who tell them what to buy buying a house and land package, or maybe something like a unit, an apartment, a brand new apartment that they look for, because they think just investing in a brand new apartment, investing in a house and land package will give them a significant return. However, in my experience, what it says that buying a problem, older house, bigger block, where you can subdivide, where you can do some sort of a cosmetic reno, where you can put a granny flat at the back, or where you can put another extra couple of bedrooms, extra couple of landscaping, whatever you can do in that older house, bigger block, that will eventually become a solution, and then you sell the solution, will become a higher investment for your money than just buying something which is of no use. You can't do anything. Like if you buy something, house and land package, you can't do anything. It's the developer's profit. Developer already made the profit. Developer is building. It's a solution property for you. It's a problem for developer. The developer actually solve that problem and selling a solution. Think about this. If you want to become an investor, what is the reason you are planning to become an investor? Why? To make money. And ask yourself, what's the better way of making money in real estate? Is this to buy a solution, or is this to buy a problem? Now, of course, you have to learn, you have to improve your skills. First time when you will be doing something like this, you need to learn a lot. But hey, if you want to make money, then you need to always buy a problem. You cannot buy a solution property. I hope you find these videos helpful. If you like this video, consider subscribing my channel, turn the notification bell on so you get to see more videos like this, and it will also help me to reach out to more people like you, and it will particularly motivate me to create more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.